Hey, movie mountaineers! Welcome back to ScreenSpeak, the ultimate destination for all things film. Today, we're scaling the summits of the Olympus Mons of sci-fi movies with our top 10 hidden Easter eggs in The Martian. Based on a novel by Andy Weir, this 2015 movie about NASA astronaut Mark Watney's struggle for survival alone on Mars is well admired for its scientific accuracy and attention to detail. But the movie is packed with interesting Easter eggs, treats, and surprises. So take your protein pills and put your helmet on as we blast off to explore this science fiction masterpiece of cinema. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Commence countdown. Engines on. Number 10. In space, no one can hear you scream. Director Ridley Scott's groundbreaking 1979 movie Alien is referenced on multiple occasions throughout The Martian. The text on the computer screen where the astronauts have their first remote conversation from ship to planet displays just like Mother in the Alien movie. Further to this, when Beck is about to take a dangerous trip outside the Hermes, Beth tells him to be careful because in space. This is an unfinished quote from the famous tagline, "In space, no one can hear you scream." The novel also references the famous Alien line. When Watney has been rescued, he remarks, "What they say is true. In space, no one can hear you scream like a little girl." Number 9. Kubrick's influence. Stanley Kubrick has played a pivotal and influential role in the development of director Ridley Scott's filmmaking abilities. The opening shots of the sun peeking over a planet can be found in both The Martian and Alien movies, but this was originally inspired by the iconic Stanley Kubrick space epic 2001, A Space Odyssey. Other direct lifts include the spinning section of the spacecraft. And did you notice the forward antenna on the Hermes spacecraft? This is the same as the AE-35 antenna on the spaceship Discovery, which was featured as a pivotal plot point in 2001. Number 8. Project Elrond. Rich Purnell's audacious plan to employ the Hermes to rescue Watney is humorously labeled Project Elrond, paying homage to the Council of Elrond from The Lord of the Rings. The nod is intended to underscore the delicate nature of Purnell's proposal. Despite The Lord of the Rings being a beloved novel and a timeless cinematic masterpiece, not everyone in NASA's high command catches the reference. Thus, we witness a scene where Sean Bean, who famously portrayed Boromir in the film adaptation of that precise Council of Elrond scene, finds himself explaining the entire concept of the Fellowship. It's a joke that's inherently amusing, emphasizing the diverse perspectives converging to save Mark Watney. However, with the brilliance of Sean Bean's casting, it transforms into something monumental. Number 7. Disco music and happy days. As if being stranded on Mars wasn't bad enough, Commander Lewis' collection of disco music is all he has in the way of entertainment, leading to the likes of Waterloo and Hot Stuff scoring some of the film's standout moments. Watney is also seen watching Happy Days. The theme features while Mark is dismantling the MAV, and the TV show even influences his pose in the first image sent back to Earth with the Fonz' famous AE. Lewis must be a big fan of 70s TV and music, and now the entire world is too. Number 6. Bowie's Starman. The song Starman by David Bowie is featured in the film, but it is unclear whether this is a part of Johansson's 70s disco collection. David Bowie's groundbreaking album Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars is rich with imagery inspired by our solar system's fourth planet. Notably, 4 years after the release of the Ziggy album, Bowie took on a starring role in the sci-fi film The Man Who Fell to Earth, a narrative centered around an extraterrestrial entity who finds himself stranded on Earth. Number 5. Houston, be advised. Rich Purnell is a steely-eyed missile man. The term steely-eyed missile man originates from the remarkable actions of flight controller John Aaron during a critical moment in the Apollo 12 mission. Just minutes after liftoff, the rocket was struck by lightning twice, causing significant issues in the craft's telemetry system. If left unresolved, these problems would have forced an abort of the entire mission. Aaron identified the telemetry problem and recommended that the crew switch the SCE to AUX. Adjusting the setting resolved the problem, allowing the mission to proceed. Aaron's swift, composed, and effective response in the face of this crisis earned him the title Steely-Eyed Missile Man. widely regarded as the highest form of praise within NASA. Number 4. Buffy the Vampire Astronaut. While conducting technical checks before the launch of the rescue probe, a technician announces that the signal is 5 by 5. This phrase, commonly used to depict the strength and clarity of a radio signal, also carries a pop culture connection. It was a recurring expression uttered by the character Faith in the television series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 1997, a show where the screenwriter Drew Goddard served as one of the staff writers. Number 3. Tell That Asshole No Barrel Rolls. In the final scenes on Mars, Watney entrusts his life entirely to Michael Pena's character, Martian, who will remotely pilot the Ares 4 launch into space, with Watney securely strapped along for the journey. Just before the critical moment, Mark issues a straightforward instruction.
Tell that asshole no barrel rolls.
Tell that asshole no barrel rolls. This is a playful nod to the iconic line from the 1997 N64 video game Star Fox, "Do a barrel roll." This classic video game maneuver, achieved by double-tapping L or R, has transformed from a simple aerial trick to a widely recognized and humorously mainstream joke. Its cultural impact has even reached the realms of Google, where a quick search of the term unveils a playful surprise. Author Andy Weir is an avid gamer and has previously worked as a video game programmer. Other video game references include the 1980s games Zork 2 and Leather Goddesses of Phobos being a part of Johansson's collection. Number 2. Fly Around Like Iron Man.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
"Let's science the shit out of this" is a direct quote from Tony Stark from the Marvel franchise. As the escape reaches its climax, Mark proposes a daring plan to cut his suit, aiming to soar toward Hermes, and in his words, fly around like Iron Man. It's not merely a trendy nod to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Instead, it's a clever reference to a character now as iconic as Superman. Intriguingly, when Mark initiates this unconventional propulsion method, he grapples with the technique, mirroring Tony Stark's struggles in the first Iron Man movie. This subtle, yet more intricate homage adds a delightful layer to the connection with the Marvel Universe, especially since Matt Damon portrayed Loki in Thor, Ragnarok and Thor, Love and Thunder. However, this is not the only crossover. Kate Mara, aka Johansson, plays the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, and Michael Pena, aka Martins, depicts Luis in Ant-Man. Sebastian Stan, aka Beck, features as Captain America's sidekick Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, and Donald Glover, aka Rich Purnell, voiced by Miles Morales in the animated movie Ultimate Spider-Man. That space radiation sure did a number on them. Number 1. Chinese Astronaut. During the closing credits, a Chinese astronaut is shown on a later mission to Mars. This is a nod to a plot point from the novel, not shown in the film, in which the Chinese Space Agency barters to get a Chinese astronaut on the next Mars mission in exchange for the use of their space probe. Perhaps a sequel is on the card. We certainly hope so. And there you have it, our top 10 hidden Easter eggs in The Martian. What did you think? Were they out of this world, or did you spot them before? Are there any interesting details that we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more film-related content, and hit that notification bell for more updates on ScreenSpeak. Thank you.